Y'all smash that retweet button. We're going to get it going here in a minute. Me and my guy, Stephen Harris, Swamp King himself, we kicking it, top 25 show. We're going to let the music vibe out a little bit. Y'all smash that retweet button. College football is here.
It's here, baby. Smash the retweet, man. Let's go.
Week 1. Week 0 was, JV vibes, bro.
Yeah.
But week 1 got all the fireworks. Excited to hang out and just talk some top college football around the country with my guy, Steve. We're going to let that music and the vibes go a little bit. Y'all smash that retweet button. Let's try to get this thing up to 1K, man, before we get it rolling.
Let's go.
Top 25 show, Flow Factory. We'll be right back. Y'all smash that retweet button. We're gonna get it rolling here in just a minute. We over 200 live. We'll appreciate everybody, man. Week 1, college football. Pig skin is in the air. That ain't pork you smell. It ain't that bacon. That ain't sausage. That's that pig skin, Steve.
Time to get it in, man.
It's
Football. We got it.
Yes,
we here,
sir.
Man. We made it.
We made it. One more year, bro.
Yeah. What is almost game day eve, right? Yeah. Tomorrow's game day eve. Yeah.
Well, actually, we got games tonight. Like it's a couple. Like I'm excited about Boise State and USF.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that one a little bit.
Yeah.
I got Boise State on the upset watch, man. We got an upset watch list a little bit. Look at this, man. Look. Like, hey, man, this is not a Gator show. To the Hurricane fans that are showing up, this is not a Gator show, but we will entertain y'all shenanigans.
Come on, man. Don't start.
Hey, Ty, fix your. Hey, make sure your headline on the car is okay before you talk greasy to me.
We trying to keep it neutral, man, but y'all gonna force it out of me, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, we trying to not be on here being super gatored out, man, and fanned out about our school, but they are in the top 25, so we can discuss them. It's just LIU is not a matchup.
I got my chain. I can put the helmet on.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, Steve.
Right.
You know the vibes. Hey, y'all smash that retweet button. Give us like 5 minutes and we'll get this thing up and rolling. We got a few special guests that's going to be hanging out with us. We talking top 25, the biggest matchup in college football. We got some upset alerts on the horizon. We hanging out, man. It's the Flow Factory Top 25 show.
The more.
All right, man. We here.
We here, baby.
We here.
Man.
It's time to get it rolling, man. Top 25 show. My guy Remy ran in the building. A lot of Tampa vibes with the Go Bulls. I got y'all boys, pulling off an upset this week. We'll see what's up. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But Steve, man, let's recap last week. First of all, how you been, bro?
How man, was your week? It's been good, man. The kids doing their football, so trying to get them acclimated and going. They finally stepped up to the plate, so this is our first go at it. We're going all out, so they're gonna hate
you
me
keep
for a little while.
You keep that birth certificate in your back pocket just in case.
I actually had to go down to the place on Sunday, man. I had to do like a in-person verification. I think somebody called in on me.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, man, it's a grown man out there tackling my child.
Right. He's like 6'1", 200. Size 14 shoe.
Hey, 12U.
Yeah,
that's criminal, man.
I know, right?
And y'all got him carrying the ball. I see him getting some running back carries, bro.
Our kid's been a little scared to tackle a little bit. But he probably one of the fastest people on the team too. So they may put him in that short down back. I say to him, I would just let him carry it if y'all want to win. But hey, we're gonna see. There's a lot of little kids out there trying to learn, So I ain't big on just trying to win right now. I want them to understand the game because I could put them at some position and just say, hey, just give them the ball. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that won't do no good for the team. So
Yeah, that's interesting because I was talking to my partner, San Antonio Thomas. He used to play for Miami. So they're him and his son at the same part as us. And he don't like he's a defensive tackle, right? You probably know San Antonio. He around the
yeah,
same, yeah, we around the same era as us. But he don't want his son playing in the trenches right now. Like he's like, bro,
mm,
I want him to play skill positions and stuff like that to get
get the
his
footwork
skill
and all that.
footwork.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He's like he's probably gonna end up in the trenches, but right now, I'm just trying to have him play tight end, some linebacker,
yeah.
like, and then once he get into like high school, we'll put him in the
Yeah, now
trenches.
mobility is definitely big for the kids, man. Especially if you already got bigger kids, let them play some skill positions while they're younger. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They gonna grow out of it if they're gonna be big anyway. But
for
you
sure.
don't get those days back. I was just telling my partner, like even when I'm riding through the hood here in Tampa, if I see kids throwing the football, I get out the car and I was like, "Hey, throw me the ball." And they don't think because I'm big I could throw a catch, but it's only because I grew up playing in the streets. I played quarterback, I was wide receiver, tight end, all that stuff when I was a kid. You know what I mean? You playing throw up tackle, you got to try to shake people and juke. So I could do all that as a big guy,
Mm.
but it helped me from being younger doing that stuff. So
Week 0 was definitely JV vibes. Like, hey,
Speaking of little league,
speaking of Little League, hey, y'all definitely smash that retweet button, man. Let's get us in the algorithm. Elon loved that. Uh, all the sharing, the likes, the
yeah.
comments. Same thing. If you don't follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube, take time out to go subscribe to us on YouTube. We actually
So
gonna be doing a recap show as well. We're gonna get my man Tiny Hat involved. So we're gonna pull back up on Sundays with
I'm
the top
put my
25
hat
vibes
to
and
the
do some
side.
same energy Sunday type, content to recap the games that were just played. But y'all smash that retweet button. Make sure y'all check in with us each and every week. Me and Steve gonna be here kicking some game, man. That week 0 was JV vibes. I wouldn't mind if we never go send a American football game back to Ireland, unless it's Florida State. I like when they go to Ireland. Florida State and
Shots
Ireland was the
fired
vibes.
early, yeah. No, it week 0, you said it had implications on who was gonna be the champion of that division, that first game. If that's the case, that whole division looked kinda washed. Now, I know it's the first game, traveling, you know what I mean, unfamiliar territory,
Mm-hmm.
but it was sold out. It was packed in there. I like how they had it split down the middle. Remember, I think I asked last week who was gonna have the most jerseys in there, but I guess they gave out shirts to everybody because it was split. You had purple on this side and then the other team on that side. But the gameplay was sloppy. It didn't look like they were ready for contact. I ain't really see nobody getting blown off the ball. It was just it's kind of like a glorified scrimmage almost. I don't know if the mindset wasn't there or what, but it just didn't look like a team or a conference that's saying they want playoff spots if
Yeah,
these are your two best teams. But the field was trash. All
facts,
the lines disappearing off the field.
facts.
I never seen anything like that in my life where you couldn't see no lines on the field where you actually had guys out there at halftime or timeout trying to put new paint on the field. That was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't like the weather has been like terrible every time we send a team over there. They don't have the greatest football fans. As a fan, I don't want to travel to Ireland and watch my team play ever. I'm just cool on that, bro. Like I like neutral site games, but
Yeah,
don't send me to Ireland where it's rainy all the damn time.
yeah, gloomy
Um,
weather.
the best fight was Avery Johnson's dad and his brother. That was the biggest battle right there in Ireland. That delivered.
Listen, what's going on there, man? I don't understand. Like
Toxicity, man.
it, the altitude, you think the lift hit different over there? Which like
Oh
what?
yeah, the Guinnesses was definitely pouring big, bro. Jameson was heavy, 100%. But Pops, that's just not a good look for the kid, bro.
No.
And of course, just like it's embarrassing for the kid, just from a personal standpoint. But if you're in the NIL world, that ain't good for your brand. Like none of it's good,
Oh
bro.
man. Yeah, I didn't even think about that part of the situation. with the NIL. You trying to get brand deals, just seeing your family dysfunctional like that.
It was fighting too.
Yeah, no, yeah. And his dad and brother, like, what in the world is going on? When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, some fans. And then I'm reading and I'm like, is the daddy and the son? Like, I don't understand how they got there. Me and my pops never got into no physical altercation like that. But
you ever came close though? Like,
I probably would have smashed him though. No, I seen him kick my brother behind once though. I was like, I don't know about that. Yeah. My brother tried to get out the door. My daddy kicked me square in the behind. Wow. I was like, yeah, I ain't never seen somebody really get kicked in the behind. But
yeah, man. Me and Pops got into a verbal. It almost went there. You know, I had my first time lifting 225. Yeah, I had to lift 225 my senior year in high school. You know what I'm saying? They used to give us shirts. So when you hitting that, so I'm wearing the shirt around the house and all, you know.
Yeah, like, that's the first sign for your dad. He said he want you to wear the shirt around the house.
Don't let the weights fool you, boy. Don't let the weights fool you, boy. You better be to church tomorrow.
That's so
I done skipped youth night, Steve.
Oh man.
Yeah, he rolled up on me, man. But I wasn't finna fight Pops back.
Yeah,
I'm cool on that. We can't go full Avery Johnson family.
He caught you out there with your buddies. You tried to jump back.
Nah, I was pulling up in the driveway. Like, I was coming home. I had to miss youth night. Pop, the minister wasn't trying to hear that. Family.
Nah, he said not my son. That's why you supposed to be a preacher. Okay, I get it now.
Oh no, I'm preaching right now. These college football sermons, man.
Right, he meant for a mic.
Yeah. Dan Mullen. I always got smoke for Dan Mullen. We got my man Zach Smith in the archive. We're gonna get him rolling. We're gonna talk some Ohio State. Big Zach Smith, former wide receiver coach at Ohio State. One of my favorite podcasters, bro. He always got some shenanigans and some
former
smoke.
Gator, he was in the Gator building.
Yeah, he was at
he was at Florida when we were there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Y'all was there together. I forgot. Oh, we finna vibe out a little bit. Okay. What you thought about Dan Mullen out there at UNLV? I enjoy him struggling with the baked potato team out there, bro.
Mixed feelings for me, you know, playing with him, winning a championship with him, then him being the head coach at Florida. Yeah, I know a lot of Gator fans was thoroughly enjoying the struggle. I had my run with the jokes, but it was just, I don't know, predictable to me. You know, just seeing the offense, it just looks the same. And then I don't know if he's gonna have all the pieces just yet to get that offense going how it needs. You got to have dynamic playmakers, guys that are gonna break tackles and take it to the house. And I think
running back looked nice though.
He did. The running back looked very nice, but just some of the receiver play, they didn't break as many tackles as I saw when they had a lot of one-on-one opportunities. Where if you make the move, you can go, and they didn't break those tackles. I don't know if they eventually, maybe they will, but I think he has a situation with the two quarterbacks. I don't know if the other guy can actually throw. I don't even know if he threw one pass that game. I watched the whole game, but I didn't see him throw the ball. He can run. He's a physical specimen. Yeah. So I think it works for him if that in the long run. But as far as that game, it just was predictable to me. I think when you get start facing higher competition, with it being that predictable, I think it's gonna be a struggle. I really do. I think it's gonna be a struggle. But it's built for explosiveness. The running back got off. He carried the whole team. He was nice. He was fantastic. Yeah, the running back was fantastic. I think
he's a Sunday type guy. I think I don't know if he's like a running back one in the league, but he impressed me. Considering the competition, I got that in mind. The most competition they're gonna get in the Mountain West is who? Probably Boise. It's not a whole lot of smoke out there. Yeah. You know?
No, it's not.
Let's get the movie, man. Let's go ahead and talk some Ohio State football with my guy
Bring on Zach, man.
Bring on Zach. Let's kick it and hang out a little bit. Zach, what's up, my guy? How you doing?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Vols? Good to see you, man.
Listen, man, you can't say Steve and I were at Florida at the same time. I was getting people coffee. He was sacking quarterbacks. Like, we are not the same. I might have been there, but it's not the same.
You've elevated in your later life, Zach. You definitely elevated in your later life. I appreciate everything you're doing, man. I watch you. I follow you, man. You're doing a fantastic job, bro. I'm excited for everything you got going, man, and looking forward to your great future.
I appreciate it.
Zach, let's talk about it. Y'all got a big matchup, bro. Like,
for sure.
How you feeling? Texas, Sark, Manny. They coming in, it should be a shootout. What you thinking?
I mean, I go two different ways with it. The first way is obviously that like pessimistic thought that like we're replacing two coordinators. We have a rookie quarterback who by all accounts, I mean, super talented, won the Elite 11 MVP, arm talent for days, but he's not, he's still wet behind the ears. He gets nervous under pressure, and game one against the number one team in the country, there's no warm up. You know what I mean? He can't like get used to college football and then go try to take down a Titan. He's got to do it week one with a new coordinator, and even further to that, it's Brian Hartline's second time being the coordinator. In 2023, he got the coordinator job, and after spring, Ryan Day took play calling away from him because it was kind of a shit show. And so I'm nervous, and I don't even care who wins. And it also is a game that doesn't really matter, and I'm still nervous about it because I think Texas is really talented. Ohio State's talent level is insane, but that key position quarterback is like, you can be as talented as you want. If your quarterback throws 3 picks, good luck. It's over.
I think there's going to be some type of drop off just because Chip Kelly's one of the best play callers of like this generation, right?
No doubt.
Hartline hasn't shown that he can do that. What are you expecting from that offense? New quarterback, and Hartline just not an experienced play caller.
Yeah, I don't think Hartline's going to call plays game one. I don't see how. And just talking to people at Ohio State through training camp, I mean, Hartline did a better job this time around than he did 2 years ago. But it's not like they're exuding confidence like when they had Chip Kelly or when they first hired Bill O'Brien. There was a feeling like, okay, we don't have to worry about it now. Well, that worry has crept back in, and knowing Ryan, I mean, Ryan took over play calling in the Michigan game because he felt like it wasn't going well, and he took over play calling from Chip Kelly. So I just don't see a world where he doesn't take over play calling, at least for this game, from Brian Hartline. And then that leads you down a path of what Ryan Day play calling are we going to get? Because I saw him call plays against Georgia in the playoff game, and I mean, lit Georgia's defense up. Obviously lost the game at the end in a shootout, but the offense was cooking. But then I also watched him this past year against Michigan call the worst game I've ever seen from a play caller. So I just don't know how to feel about it. He usually calls plays with confidence when he feels like he has a first-round draft pick quarterback. When he had C.J. Stroud against Georgia, he was dialing shit up. When he had Kyle McCord that whole year, really, he was, calling play calls, I would say nervously. And so I that's the biggest thing I'm worried about. Quarterback play 1 and 2. What kind of offensive game plan are we working with here? Because they lost to a Michigan team last year that couldn't throw a forward pass. I still don't know how that happened.
I got a question. So given you got a guy like Jeremiah Smith out there, but then you got an unproven quarterback, you facing Texas defense who's normally stout. What do you like as far as offensively? What do you see them trying to do offensively? You think they just try to feed it to Jeremiah Smith, throw it up, or you think they? I believe Texas comes in to try to shut down Smith and say, who else do you have?
Yeah, there's no doubt. So I think in a perfect world, they're going to attack their secondary. I mean, Ohio State has the South Florida Express trio, right? Like, I mean, they're loaded at receiver, and that's not even counting the 3 5-stars that are behind them. If they can protect the quarterback, I mean, which is a tall task. Colin Simmons was the freshman of the year last year for a reason. If they can protect Julian Sayin and throw the ball downfield, Jeremiah is the type of kid who, let's say you have a great game plan. We've seen it over and over again. He's covered 2 guys on him. Like he's just different. And so if I'm more worried about the ball getting put up in the air. I'm worried about sack fumbles. I think if he gets the ball off, that receiving core is going to handle the rest. Will they be able to run the ball? It's the best offensive line Ohio State feels like they've had in years. I think they have obviously not as loaded a backfield as when they had Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, but they still like their 2 running backs, the kid from West Virginia, C.J. Donaldson, and then James Peoples, who played a little bit last year. But it's going to be a tall task. If they can get the ball up, though, I feel great about that receiving core being able to make things happen against the defense.
What type of camp has Julian Sayin had? Like, has he been productive and protecting the football? Or has he been turnover prone, indecisive? Like, what's been the vibes?
He's steadily improved. They told, like, everything I heard after the first week was everyone was like extremely nervous that he wasn't gonna get there. He wasn't gonna get to the point where you're like, all right, we feel good about our chances this year. But he got there eventually, and it's mostly been anxiety and like just skittishness when they blitz, when pass pro breaks down. Dude just panics, and he was making bad decisions with the ball. Then he stopped doing that and started just taking sacks or running himself into sacks, and then he kind of grew out of that. And I think the feeling is he might be ready for Texas in that environment. Whereas 3 weeks ago, they would have said, no, we're cooked. If they start heating him up and we can't protect him, we are cooked.
You think it's safe to say who the better quarterback play wins this game between him and Manning?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. Ohio State's going to be ridiculous on defense, and just kind of Texas offense, I think, is going to have a hell of a time with the defensive front, and not only the front four, who on paper, I mean, they all four guys left for the NFL. But some of the guys, some of the specialists, like pass rush specialists, they had a kid, Arvell Reese from Glenville, who's played a decent amount last year, but he's now stepping into a starting role, who's just been unreal in training camp, both as an off-the-edge blitzer and also just playing, normal linebacker. So I think those four new starters on the offensive line for Texas have their own work cut out for them. I think it definitely is going to come down to quarterback play first, but I think it's going to also come down to who can protect their quarterback better. Because I think either of these quarterbacks can get extremely rattled. I mean, I know we've seen Arch Manning against Mississippi State, who might as well have been a group of 4 team last year, or group of 5 team, and then UL Monroe. But like, what is Arch Manning going to look like against a top 5, top 10 team if he's getting hit, if they're heating him up? I think both quarterbacks have a lot to prove, and I think there's a lot. It's pretty fragile right now. So I think whoever protects the quarterback better probably will lead to a win. Because I think either quarterback, if they're protected, can do positive things.
With this being a non-conference game, where you saying basically this game doesn't really matter towards the grand scheme of things in the long run, do you think this is a game where you pull out all your stops on offense and try to show everything you got, or do you think both teams kind of play vanilla and just try to see how this thing plays out?
Well, that's kind of the reality we live in now, right? Like, there's a chance if Ohio State handles business, if they lose to Texas, they just have to beat either Penn State or Michigan, just one of the two. And if they lose 2 of those 3 games, they're going to be 10-2 more than likely and make the playoffs. There's a chance you got to play Texas again. It's a lot like the years we saw Bama and Georgia play, and then they meet up again in the national championship game. It's like, how much do you really want to show? How much do you really want to do? You might have to play this team again. And we already saw this matchup, 6 months ago. And Texas did an outstanding job shutting down Jeremiah Smith, and he was already a superstar. It's not like he was an unknown. He had 1 catch for 3 yards. So it's definitely not a must win. And I think both teams are going to be pretty aggressive to win the game, but they just don't have to. It's not pressing. You know what I mean? It's not like, Steve, when you were at Florida, where you had to win every game. If you lost one, you're like, not only do you have to win the rest of them, but you're praying that it works out in the end. It's not the way it is anymore. Yeah. So I think both teams are going to be pretty aggressive, but both teams understand this is not like a win or go home type of game.
Yeah. Who do you think the better play caller in this game, Sark or Ryan Day?
Good one.
I think they're comparable, but Ryan has a tendency in big games to kind of tighten up. Sark doesn't. I think Sark almost goes the other way. He gets in a big time matchup and he lets loose. Like he pulls out all the stops. I mean, just going back to when he was calling plays at Alabama against Ohio State, might be one of the best offensive game plans I've ever seen. I mean, he found ways where no defensive coordinator should ever let this happen. He got Devontae Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, on a stiff-ass white middle linebacker, probably the slowest linebacker to play at Ohio State in a decade. They got him one-on-one against him. Like, how is that even possible? But they did it all game.
How do you see Ohio State? They sent 14 guys to the league last year. Are you guys to the point where, like Bama was, is just reloading? Do you guys feel that confident about that depth chart?
Yeah, I mean, at some positions, for sure. At some positions, there's going to be a drop-off, and it's about how do you compensate for that, right? Like, you lose 2 5-star defensive ends in Jack Sawyer and JTT. the guys that step in for them are not just going to replace that production, but through blitz packages, sub packages. Like if you could have the same number of quarterback pressures per game, however you get it, it's no drop off. You know what I mean? Like you lose Steve Harris inside. It's like, all right, we don't have a Steve Harris left. But these two guys, if they're fresh, if we rotate them, we might be able to simulate his production. And that's all you really care about.
How you see it playing out, Steve? Like, what's your
man
prognosis of this game?
I think it's just gonna come down to who defense wanted more. To me, I don't think the quarterbacks are gonna try to be as mobile as they could be. I don't think Manning is gonna go out there and try to make as many plays with his legs as he possibly could to just try to take over the game. So I think whoever just plays sound defense. It's the first game, so they want to play their assignments, play sound defense, and I believe whoever does that, one turnover could probably be this game in special teams. I don't think nobody offensively is just going to go out there and show their whole playbook. So I think it's really just going to come down to which defense holds up the most and a special team play here or there.
Yeah, I like Zach's take. So I think like the offensive line, like if Ohio State could protect him on the road,
it's over.
Like he's dealing with some anxiety and some stuff like that. They give him some time to get the ball to Jeremiah Smith. Then we got us a old-fashioned barn burner. I think we can get us a special game. You know, I think it's a fire matchup. But that home field, like Texas, is going to be loud. It's going to be a hostile environment. And I don't know if the young boy is ready for that environment. I don't know if either young boy, but Manny has an advantage because the stadium's going to be quiet when he got the ball. I'm gonna get an edge to Texas just for that reason, just because they got home field advantage. And I don't know, like he said, like this game isn't a make or break for either of their seasons. So I don't think they gonna go deep in their bag, Ohio State wise, with trying to win this football game and put Julian Say in and compromising his positions, with some of the decisions that he may have to make.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just too early in their careers, being young guys, to try to force them to go out there and be superheroes right now. Even though Manning comes with a lot of hype, I just don't know. But if I had to say who's going to win the game, if you want my take on that,
let's get our picks. Let's go.
I gotta go with Texas.
Texas.
I go with Texas.
Who you got, Zach?
I mean, I'm going to go with Ohio State just to push back, just because both it's
both Ohio State.
Yeah,
I thought it was at Texas.
No, it's at Ohio State. It's here.
Okay, so I got to change my take a little bit. Then go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, so I think like Steve just said. I think these defenses are going to make or break the game. I think it is absolutely on the offensive line to make sure you don't lose the game. But I think that's if both lines can play decent, well enough to win the game. I think it's going to come down to defensive play. And I think Ohio State, they were the best defense in the country last year. And I really think with Matt Patricia, the creativity he brings to the table, and the guys like Caleb Downs being a year older and a year better, I think this defense has a chance to be even better. And so I just can't get out of my head, like, who can stop Jeremiah Smith? And they did it last year. I would say this, had they not played last year and Ryan Day not know what their plan was to stop Jeremiah Smith, and you go out and he has one catch for 3 yards in this game, I think Texas could win. But now you gave Ryan Day a whole offseason to study what Pete Kwiatkowski's game plan was to stop Jeremiah Smith and find a way to still get him the ball this time around.
Yeah, my take just changed a little bit, man. I'm thinking, this whole time I'm thinking it's at Texas. So it's at Ohio State. The defense at Ohio State is very good. That could be too much for Manning, right? Now, to me, the advantage shifts to Ohio State. I'm going to go Ohio State in this game just because I don't think either quarterback is ready for a game one in away stadium like that. I don't think either guy is.
Yeah.
So give me Ohio State. Sorry, Steve. I left you hanging out there a little bit.
No, it's all right. I just went. I went with the underdog. In all honesty, when it's that even and you got Jeremiah Smith on the other side, it's like, all right, I got to go there. But I'm just going with Texas. I just think the defensive line gets after it, and he's not. I don't think Sayin has the same mobility as Manning.
I got one last question for you, Zach.
Yeah.
I think this year is pretty wide open in college football.
No doubt.
Who do you think, like a surprise team or a couple of teams that you think can make a run and be that team this year?
I mean, I'm not doing this because I coach there, because y'all are Florida guys, but I just love DJ Lagway. Like he never lost a game that he started and finished last year, and they're going to be even better roster wise this year. I think if he stays healthy, I'm not here to say they can't be the Arizona State of this playoffs this year. Like I know that they're obviously not playing in the Big 12 and they have a much harder gauntlet, but I'm really high on them. The other team in the Big 10 that I don't think anyone's talking about is Washington. I mean, Washington is a talented football team with Damon Williams Jr., who played the second half of the year last year and is probably one of the best quarterbacks statistic-wise returning in college football. I think those are two sleepers that no one really is thinking about as a playoff team, that at the end of the year you could look and say, oh, shit, Florida and Washington made the fucking playoffs.
Wow.
I like those
takes. It surprised me with the Washington take, for real.
Dude, when I started studying,
I had no idea. I had no idea you would say that. No. All right, Zach, I appreciate you for pulling up, man. We got to tap back in with you as the season unfolds, man. Tell the people where they can find you at, my guy.
Menace of Sports is a show. It's all over YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, social media, everywhere. I appreciate you guys.
All right, likewise.
Thanks, Zach. Good to see you, boss.
Weekend, man.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
We're gonna keep it rolling, man. Y'all smash that like button.
Retweet.
Smash the retweets. If you're on YouTube, comment, engage with us. Go subscribe if you're not on YouTube right now. If you're watching on Twitter, log off. Top 25 show on the Flow Factory channel. We're going to go ahead and start talking about, we got two different guests coming for the Miami and Notre Dame game. So we're going to go ahead and slide over to that game and start kicking it. We got Miami's very own Mike Pickney pulling up to hang out with us.
What's up with you, gang?
Boo!
Come on, man. See? Listen, man, y'all ain't even played the game yet, man. I hope Lagway all the way healthy, man. That's all y'all got. That's the only hope y'all got.
We got more weapons. I don't want to get too data heavy. Don't get me started, Mike.
You said that to me last year.
I ain't mean to start
it, bro. Last year was different, Mike. Last year was different. Last year was definitely different. Mike, how you feel about this Notre Dame matchup, bro? Let's talk about it. How you feeling going in? Notre Dame comes in as the 2.5-point favorite, sliding down the Hard Rock. Marcus Freeman made it to the national championship last year. Them boys had a heck of a run, returned a lot of production. In Miami, you know, they bring in Beck. They got some guys in the portal. They got some young freshman wide receivers they think highly of. I love your defense of line, you know, with Bain, Mesidor. I also like your offensive line. Crystal Ball's going to keep a good offensive line, but let's talk about it. How you feel?
Oh, echo.
Be echoing a little bit.
It's better now?
Yeah. Sure. There we go.
Now, I feel good about it, man. I think I got more hopes for the team this year going into this season than I did last year. Like last year, I feel like, you know, we didn't know what Cam Ward was going to be. Nobody anticipated Cam Ward being what he was. I think with Beck, you know, the question is going to be how long it's going to take him to get that camaraderie with his offense going. You know what I'm saying? That connection. But I think they're going to be – I got more hopes for this offense and this team than I did last year. And I felt – I was high on them last year, but I think this year they seen what they can be. And I think now it's just about putting it on tape. You know what I'm saying? Flying around and making plays.
What you hearing about the new defense, man? I know that was the Achilles heel last year. Y'all couldn't stop a nosebleed, and then it costing y'all the playoffs. What's the biggest change?
I think I mean, I heard about the new defensive coordinator they got. You know what I mean? I watched a little bit of his team. What was he at last year? He was at
Illinois, right?
No, it wasn't Illinois. It was
I'm forgetting where he was at.
Whatever team he was on, man, I think his stats in that division that they were in, he was probably like one of the top
Minnesota.
teams in that,
Why am I thinking? He was at Minnesota.
Right, there you go. Yeah, so he was one of the top teams. And I think I watched his press conference when they hired him, man, and I think I like what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to fly around and make plays. He want to let guys make plays. You know what I mean? So I think that's the attitude we needed because last year it wasn't where it needed to be as far as our standard of play. You know what I mean? And none of us were satisfied about it. And I think that Mario addressed that first quarter. You know, as soon as the offseason hit, safety, cornerback. You know what I'm saying? He's making, you know, transfer portal moves. And I think now he's corrected the things that need to be corrected.
I think the drop off, if there's any drop off, because I think Beck comes in with a lot of experience
Right.
at Georgia, but Cam Ward was just such a leader's leader.
Yeah,
He had
you
a lot of
can't duplicate that.
right.
Yeah.
But we didn't
If
know Cam Ward was gonna be that. Like I knew Cam Ward was gonna be good, but I didn't. Nobody anticipated what he was. You know what I'm saying?
I
He's
was
gonna
shook
go
as
down as one
I
of the
was
greatest
shook.
Hurricanes ever.
Yeah, for sure. So, what's your prognosis on Carson Beck this season? Do you think he elevates his play?
Man, you know that's a Duval County baby, right?
Yeah,
You know that, right? You
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
I'm just making sure you knew that part.
So you
Oh yeah,
saying
he
I'm
fr-
you
he
high
saying
on
friendly.
Beck. I'm
He
high
friendly
on
to
Beck.
my secondary, so like I'm very aware of him.
Listen, man, I think I'm high on Beck, man. A lot of people sleeping on Beck. I think the reality of it is the competition he's seen week in and week out in the SEC. I don't see him. The schedule we got, he should be able to fly through it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Mm.
seen top 5 cornerbacks and top 5 D linemen. Like we ain't slouches in the ACC, but week in and week out, the games and the environments that he done played in, I think he touched on that. He like, man, I come from playing in big games, and I come from every week is a show out week. You know what I mean? So I think the atmosphere that he's coming from, I think is going to be an easy transition for him. It just comes down to is the guys around him going to be able to protect him and give him the looks that he needs to get to be successful, you know? I think as far as him, though, I just want to make sure that he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think coming off that injury, I don't know how serious that is, and I don't know if he shook back and he's got the dust off yet. That's going to be a big question for me.
I think I would say you said something to me that resonated with me, saying, you know, him being from Duval County,
Right.
but and then being down to Miami, that you guys didn't know that I just got a brain fart. Ward was going to be who he was coming
Right.
down there, and it just made me think about Beck, and like that atmosphere being down in Miami does change a person a little bit, brings a little more swag out you, a little more confidence out you, and maybe Georgia was holding them back. Looking at it from a different angle, the type of style offense that Miami plays, play under Ward is definitely a lot different than Georgia plays. So
Right.
it just made me want to see maybe he does play a little bit better in this style and can open up, because he was real vanilla to me at Georgia.
Yeah.
Lacked the swagger, so it definitely be interesting to see a different style of him come down to Miami and see how he plays.
He's a true quarterback. I think what the difference between Cam Ward is, you know, Cam probably made more plays off of the second and third look versus just that initial first look. He's great on the first look, but I think you getting out of Beck, you getting I ain't gonna say a system quarterback, but you getting a true traditional. He ain't finna do what Cam Ward did. He ain't finna break the pocket and scramble and throw a 60, 70-yard touchdown. That ain't gonna happen. But in terms of knowing your offense, knowing your matchups, recognizing coverages, he's done that his whole career at Georgia. I think, and a lot of people don't even realize, when I looked at it last year, his receivers didn't do him no favors at Georgia. Like I think they led the nation in drop passes. Like that
Mm-hmm.
makes a big difference in terms of your quarterback's rating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that you got to take that into account. And you know, you're going to have down years, but going into this season, I think he's still one of the top quarterbacks going into this season for sure.
The one thing I can say though is that Miami offensive line, even just last year, the way they played, there were times where Ward was just back there patting the ball forever.
That's
And
it.
so I think, you
He
know,
was standing back there. It
yeah.
wasn't patting the ball. He stood there. I ain't never seen a quarterback stand still in the pocket. He's smooth as hell. Boy, he got me beat.
Yeah, nah, he was frozen back there for a while.
Yeah, he froze back there, man.
But I think that, and having Beck with the SEC experience, if he can have that a little bit more time, not worry about those SEC D linemen breathing down his neck, may open it up a little bit more. But I think the defense has to make the biggest jump for you guys to pull this game off. You know, Notre Dame was returning 11 players to their team from last year's team. We saw what Miami defense was last year. They just fell apart. And so I think that's the most interesting part about this matchup for me, to see what Miami does defensively to turn it around because they have to make a statement. Defense was just atrocious. If they don't make a statement, then I think they've been in trouble this season.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's the opposite for me. I think for to start off, I think to win this game, for Miami to be able to win this game, it's gonna be won in the trenches. Because Notre Dame is gonna look at it and say, "Listen, we bigger than them guys. Our interior guys is more physical." That's what they think. So in their mind, if I'm them, which they tried to do in 2017, is they want the big boys. You know what I mean? They want to come and try to dominate our trenches, but we wasn't having that. You know what I mean? They always keep a good offensive line. Like they offensive line is gonna always be in the top 5, top 10 in the country. That just is what it is. They pride themselves on that. Their defensive line is always pretty stout. So I think if I'm them, I go into the game saying, listen, let's see how strong they are on the interior. Our offensive line is one of the strong points of our team. So I think that's what's going like that first quarter, that second quarter, we're gonna see how dominant we are. And then I think as far as defense, man, I just want to see us fly around. I think the offense gonna have to come. If we can get 21, 28 points on the board, I think we can win that game. Because I don't see our defense giving up 3-4 touchdowns to a rookie, not a rookie quarterback, but a new starting quarterback.
You don't see it.
I don't see that.
I can see it. I can see it.
You can see
put
it.
my glasses on. Yeah.
He thought I can see it. Listen,
I can see it.
I like Notre Dame. I like the head coach. I'm not gonna take them lightly. They were the national championship runner-up. You know what I mean? They beat some teams last year, so they got experience. I think for us, we gotta be stout in terms of stopping the run because you got that running back that they're gonna feed him. He gonna at least get 20 carries, 15 carries, whatever it is. So stopping the run and in the trenches and don't make the mistakes. You know what I mean? Like making mistakes is gonna cost you. But I think that atmosphere is going to be a lot for Notre Dame. I don't think they're going to just come in there and be able to do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get my man Malik Zaire to pop up in here.
I ain't trying to shoot no shot, but is the game sold out yet?
Listen, I would imagine that the game is sold out. I ain't checked it out, but come on, the rest of Sunday game, prime time, 7:30?
It wasn't sold out yet, Mike.
It wasn't sold out yet?
No, not as of last time I checked.
Y'all fans said it's Labor Day weekend. It's a lot to do, bro.
It's Labor Day weekend in Miami now, so I ain't.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in the city, and I think, man, listen, if it's not sold out, you're gonna get a lot of walk-ups. Trust me, it's gonna be gonna be standing room only.
Oh, it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be
standing
a
room
house.
only, man. It's the only game on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it is the only game. Like,
come on, man. You know, it's that way for a reason.
So check this out. I like Marcus Freeman.
For sure.
One of my favorite coaches in college football.
Yeah,
he was
like
on
Marcus
that staff when y'all blew them out. So he got some little bitter get back in his
he was on that staff.
Yeah, he was on that staff.
What was he coaching at? I didn't even know.
He was on I think he was DC, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I think it was DC.
Right.
It's a totally different team. Like the way
that team is made
up. Yeah, that team is made up like in the mode of an SEC team.
Right.
Love his secondary. I love Jeremiah Love. You're a linebacker. Facing Jeremiah Love, like who in the linebacker corps you like to like kind of neutralize him, and also like how would you approach that type of game as a former linebacker?
Of course I love Wesley. Wesley reminds me of longer me. You know what I mean? Like he's sideline to sideline. He can make plays. He's gonna be the captain of that room this year, Wesley Bassett. I like the kid Popo. I think he's what is he, like a sophomore or junior, one of those. I like them too. I think their linebacker room has a lot of depth. I think they got some young guys that are gonna be able to come in and make plays. For me, with the Jeremiah Love guy, I would try to slow him down as much as possible because if he can get in the open field, he's gonna be a problem for anybody. So I know me just knowing how to approach somebody like that, you want to blitz them. You know what I mean? You want to make them uncomfortable. Everybody got to fly to the ball. All 11 guys got to make sure they touching them because no running back wants to keep getting hit. They're going to feed him the ball because if you got a new quarterback in, everybody knows that you want to start the game out running the ball, opening it up, the offense, and letting your guy get comfortable. So that's going to be your statement to the point where, listen, you need to be flying to the goddamn ball, and you need to make sure that he's feeling you every time. You know what I mean? Letting him know that, listen, the offensive line ain't going to be able to protect you all 4 quarters, you know. And I think if them guys can get after him early on, it's going to be a big problem if you take him out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm interested. I think y'all got the advantage at the quarterback spot. CJ Carr, redshirt
Right.
freshman,
Red shirt, yeah.
coming
He a
down
redshirt
to
freshman.
redshirt freshman.
Has he played? He's been at Notre Dame both years.
Yeah, he's been in. This
I'm
is
sorry, his
second
first
year
year.
in Notre. This is second year, so he was there last year. Didn't get any meaningful reps or anything like
Okay.
that. Won the quarterback battle late in camp.
Okay.
You may see two quarterbacks. Like they named the starter, but you may see the other guy who's a little bit
You
more
remember what
mobile.
happened last time? Some shit like that happened. You remember that, right?
What's that? What happened?
That Florida game when y'all was saying y'all was
We're not here to talk about that.
No,
Mike.
yeah, I
Mike,
wasn't
Stay
gonna walk
focused.
into it. I wasn't gonna
I
walk
don't even remember
into
his
it.
name.
Stay focused, man.
I'm
Graham
just telling
Mertz.
you what happened the last time when you had two quarterbacks. I'm just
We
throwing
didn't
that out
have
there
two.
now,
Like
Corey.
Billy ain't have no plans on playing Lagway until Mertz got hurt, and that's my
Listen,
problem. That's
if
why I
I
wanted
was
to fire
Billy,
the guy.
I'd give Ladway half of my salary because he saved his job.
Oh, for sure.
He saved his job for sure. Listen,
Ladway might be making more
whatever
than
you want
Billy.
to do, kid, you can do.
So,
Whatever you
Ladway,
want, you can have.
Ladway
it.
might
I ain't
be the
gonna
highest
argue
paid
it.
guy
I
on the
didn't mean to
regime
change
right
the
now,
subject
bro.
on you.
I ain't gonna argue it.
Yeah.
Man, I had to watch that game with Mike last year, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, listen, hey, Steve.
I saw him. I was out there.
Corey was sick. He couldn't believe it.
Oh, you said next to him.
We was right there. I
Oh, no.
made sure not to let him get out of my sight
Oh
the whole
Lord.
game.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna be real. I didn't believe it. I'm gonna be real. I didn't know we was gonna do that. I knew we was gonna win the game, but I didn't think that like that. Like I wanted that to be a better game because that matchup means a lot. Florida,
all our wheels fell apart.
we're gonna make up for it this
I
year.
ain't like that at all, man.
You showing up the game for this year? You gonna be there?
Game 4, it's in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be an interesting game because I want to see what Ladway can do. He's y'all only shot. I'm gonna be real with you.
Listen, you
He's
said
y'all only shot.
We got some
if
guys,
I was
bro.
on the
If y'all
team,
come into this game thinking Lagway our only guy, y'all about to be
listen.
shot.
If I was on the team right now, I'm on Lagway ass. I'm talking about. I'm trying to get him out of the game. I'm gonna be real with you because if you get him, it's nobody else that can run that offense the way that he runs the offense. He is a superstar. He's gonna be a
I mean,
superstar.
that's the
I
same for
give you
y'all
that.
too. If y'all lose Beck, y'all in trouble, right? Both
Yeah.
quarterbacks, I think you need in that
Who's
game.
behind
You don't
Beck?
want to
We
put
got
Emory Williams.
Emery's a good backup. He got game experience.
Well, not even that. The other positions, though, the other
No,
skill
no,
positions.
hold
Who he
on,
throwing
Steve.
it to?
Slow down,
He
Steve.
say slow down.
Did you watch Brother Emory in the bowl game versus Iowa State? Did you watch Brother Emory?
I think Brother Emery, I'm going to be real with you. What I think it was, I think Brother Emery was finna leave. I just think he wasn't even, I think he was fed up because you already hear the rumors about who's about to come in and be transferred. When you know this is your job and you finna transition to being a guy, your fucking mentality is different. But when you know you about to be gone, you checked out. You know what I mean? You checked out, you want to go, and I think he just wanted to keep his face good and play. And okay, I'm gonna leave, whatever the case may be. But I think now, but man, look what he did before he got hurt. You know what I mean? He played a couple good games. I think he had Florida State.
Nah, that bowl game was horrible.
Emory is not a
did we beat Clemson,
fan.
right? Yeah, we beat Clemson with Emory. So listen, man, Emory can come. I got more faith in Emory than I back up than y'all back up. Put it like that.
No, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not about to lie about my backup because I don't want to see that guy. I do not want to see
that guy. Who is
no,
that?
I don't want to see A. Warner suit up, bro.
I don't even want to see the guy.
I do not want to see him suit up. I'd rather go Wildcat if we got to suit up with him.
No.
To be real with you.
But
Emory Williams is not a P4 quarterback.
Why have been like, listen, he got to be done, man. We got to get him out of there, man. He's a problem. He's a problem now.
Yeah, we got him. Let's wrap it up, man. I was trying to get Malik Zaire to pull up, and y'all could talk about this at the same time, but we'll revisit this from the Notre Dame perspective when he pulled into the show.
What's prediction?
Yeah, give me your like turnovers as well.
So how many turnovers? I think.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
For you talking about for in the game total, or you talking about just us Miami getting turnovers?
No, like who you think wins? I think that whoever wins the turnover battle wins this game.
100%. I think. Listen, I think it's gonna be a 21. I think it's gonna be like a 21-28 game. I think we win by a touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like a 21-28 point game. I think
MVP.
I think this quarterback for Notre Dame, I think we're going to confuse him. I think we're going to confuse him. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm throwing all kind of coverages at it. I'm throwing fake blitzes.
Game 1? Y'all ready to call that? Game 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, you got to think about it, man. Mario Cristobal, in his mind, we could have been a playoff team if we had a defense last year, and we had the players to be able to do it. So at this point here, we got to come out and we got to work 10 times harder to make sure that because our defense ain't been the problem in years, man. Like, it's always been our offense. Now, I ain't gonna say that, but our defense was always more efficient than our offense. Our offense last year, you never seen us putting up 30. So I think we averaged like 28, 30 some points a game.
Yeah,
And that was average. Like,
yeah.
that hadn't been that way since who knows how long. Our defense wasn't giving up no 21 points consistently every week. That wasn't what it was. So I think he's gonna try to get that defense back to where it is and where it needs to be. And I think that you're gonna see that game one.
Okay, Steve, what you give me your score, Steve?
I think Carr, first game, big time game, national TV down in Miami. Think he struggles a little bit this game.
Right.
I think Miami offensive line holds up. I think it's a true offensive line. I like what those guys do on that end. I don't want to, but I think Miami pulls it out, man. I think Miami pulls the game out. I think they win by a field goal though. I go 24-28.
I was thinking around the same thing. I said that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like
Y'all see the plus,
if it's a walk-off field
minus
goal.
what is it, 2.5? The spread?
Yeah, it's 2.5.
Yeah,
it's 2.5 Notre Dame.
And take Miami +2, baby.
I
Plus
think if it
2.5.
comes down
So
to
we gotta just win the game. That's it.
Yeah, if it comes down to like field goal stuff, I don't think you guys have confidence in your kicker right now. From what I was reading on your message board, I'd be creeping.
Right.
So I don't think you guys feel confident about your kicker. That's a big, drop down from what you guys were with Borgalis, or however you say his last name.
You seen he just won a starting job with the Patriots.
Yeah. He liked that. He
liked
that. He
who is the kicker now? I'm not familiar with him.
He's a transfer. He came in from somewhere, but he's been buns out there in camp. From what I've been told. I think it comes down. I think the quarterback position, y'all got the advantage. I think running backs could almost be a push.
Yeah,
I'm just really high. Like game one, that is just like continuity matters, right? How many players you got returning, coaching staff returning. The boys just came off a big run. I love their secondary. I love their defensive front. I love their offensive line. I love Jeremiah Love. Miami got a similar makeup. Experience with Beck. A solid running back room. I like Miami running back room.
What you mean a solid? That's one of the best running back rooms in the nation. I want
what?
Finish, but you said a push. That one running back don't equal out to all our running backs.
Notre Dame got some
3
guys,
starters
bro.
In that backfield right now.
Yeah, you might want to do your research. Notre Dame got some. They got
some guys, but I like.
They got J1 side over there, the best running back coach in the country.
You said it's one of the best groups in the nation, right?
But in terms of our talent, I feel like every one of them top 3 running backs we got right now can all start. Mark Fletcher can start. I don't even know how you gonna have what's my man name? He was a freshman last year.
Lau.
Yeah, Jordan Lau. I thought. Listen, them two, they gonna probably get just as much as the same carry.
No, Lau. I think Lau's the electric guy. I think that's your.
He is. Yeah, he is. That's your and then we lost some guys too, but that running back room gonna be official this year, man.
I'm concerned about your receiver room. JoJo Trader, he just entered camp yesterday, but he's been banged up all camp. And then after that, it's been sounding like Malachi Tony, and also I'm forgetting my other freshman wide receiver right now, Joshua Moore. They've been, the spotlights. CJ Daniels came over from LSU. He's a veteran guy that's solid, but he hasn't been making a big splash in camp. So chemistry-wise and just playmaker-wise at the wide receiver spot, facing one of the best secondaries in college football, I think they have the advantage in that capacity. So if they shut down the run, y'all could be in trouble. I just don't know if they could shut down the run. If they can make y'all one-dimensional and make y'all have to throw the ball around, y'all could probably get in a pickle having to throw versus that secondary.
That receiver room definitely got something to prove. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Nobody over there has like you can't say okay we have a true number one. And I think them guys looking at it like okay I got to go out and prove myself. And I think I've been hearing good reports about just the way them guys been working. I think it's gonna come down to who can make plays. You know what I mean? I think coming out everything gonna have to be hot. It ain't gonna be no post and all that. I think it's gonna be listen. Outright slants, you know what I'm saying? Getting them guys comfortable with that connection between Beck and his receivers because you ain't had no real live reps with them guys. So, but on the flip side, Notre Dame, we're gonna try to make them one dimensional too because
for sure.
you got your running game, but
You got a
we
young
don't know what your
quarterback.
passing game gonna look like. You know what I'm saying?
For
We know
sure.
you got some players over there that can make plays, but can your quarterback get that ball to them the way that they need it? And is you gonna be able to keep our D line off his ass for him to be able to make them plays? That's gonna be a question.
Yeah, give me. I don't think it's a high scoring affair. I think it stays in the 20s. Give me 24-27 Notre Dame.
24-27 Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think they win
I'm
by a
not even
field
gonna
goal.
sit here and cap and
It,
say that I know for a fact we're gonna win this game. We got an opportunity to win this game, but I love our chances. I think they're the more established team, but in terms of we got an advantage. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to come in a Hard Rock and beat us, especially with this matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
it's not gonna be easy. And you remember when 2017 they came in the
Y'all
Hard
like
Rock
that year.
Stadium and bro, listen, I'm talking about we probably could cuss half the team, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
is
So I
Elijah
think
Lofton?
but you know what? Like you said, the head coach was on that staff, so I know he remember that feeling. And they didn't. Nobody gave us a shot. I think Finball was on ESPN ripping us apart. Like Miami ain't got no shot. I'm talking about they did a whole ESPN commercial with the offensive line. Them boys was like one of the best, one of the top lines in history. You know what I mean? I think all them dudes, they all went to the NFL making 40, 50 million. And we dominated them that night. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't believe that we did what we did to them. So I think that head coach is going to come out there and say, man, listen, we need to play hard because this team is not somebody that you can come out and play against.
Oh no, it's going to be a all timer.
A question for you: Is
Fire
the
week one.
is the freshman starting at tight end? I mean the guy from last year for Miami.
For us,
Yeah,
who's
I
up
know.
there now? You
I
just
think
lost Arroyo.
I got Lofton. The
Yeah, Elijah Lofton.
I know you guys brought in somebody from the transfer portal, senior this year from
Right.
Tulane.
I think, but Lofton's not a freshman. He was, I
Well, he was
forget
a
what
freshman last year. He'd be
yeah, sophomore. Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, it's his job. You know what I mean?
He was a
Yeah,
true
you probably
freshman
brought
last year.
somebody in.
Now I was just asking because I know with Beck being at Georgia, having a tight end for him was always like a nice safety valve for him. So I was
Shit,
just
the
asking.
tight ends they had over at Georgia, though, man, that's anybody's safety valve. Them boys, they always keep them a good couple
Yeah,
tight ends. Like, they tight ends is probably more reliable than the receivers.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna definitely be an atmosphere, man. I wish I was going to the game, man.
Nah, man, you don't need to go down there and see that, bro. It's gonna be
Who y'all got game one?
LIU, bro. Nice little.
Sharks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all win
Do
gonna count game.
do.
Listen, I would take. I'm calling this now. If we beat Notre Dame, we going to the playoffs. I'm gonna just call it after because there's nobody else on our schedule that I can see can beat us. And you
it's
know
nobody
that
on
if
y'all schedule.
we
Every
beat
year
Notre
I can see
Dame,
beat y'all, but somehow it happens.
what'd you say?
Every year y'all have an easy schedule, but somehow it just don't work out, bro.
Georgia Tech will bite you.
Georgia Tech is, hey, bro.
It's
Haynes Luther
it's
King is
hard.
him.
It's hard being consistent in
Louisiana.
Miami. And me looking back on it now, it's every week is a challenge, dog. Because everybody get up to play us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no easy games. Like you can have a team that's at the bottom of the conference, and them boys gonna be playing it like they Super Bowl. Like Syracuse knocked us off, and you know what's crazy? I told my dog, I'm like, man, we got to be
Man, I had
careful
a
with
good night that
Syracuse.
night, boy.
Yeah, that I said we got to be careful with teams like that because you ain't got
SMU.
you dangerous when you ain't got nothing to lose, dog.
Yeah,
SMU coming for you.
yeah. It
And I
gets
like SMU.
once the winter hit, it gets a little wicked too when y'all got to go travel to Rutgers and all these cold
Yeah.
places. It gets a little
Yeah.
spooky for the Miami boys. But man, I don't want to hold you too long. I appreciate you pulling up. We definitely bringing you back for the Florida week. Like we got to kick it.
Listen, man, you know we're gonna make it happen, man. You know I'm gonna call you, man. If you don't call me on here, I'm gonna call you.
So you gonna be down for that game? You gonna
Yeah,
be down
I'm
there?
probably go. It's probably I'm gonna try to go to the Florida State game. Definitely that Florida game. And I was gonna try to make this one here, but I ain't gonna probably make this one.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm gonna be there.
we
Y'all going to
definitely
the
gotta link up.
y'all going to the game or you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pulling up. Yeah, I got to, man. Y'all disrespect my furniture. I gotta go get some get back.
We would stand on y'all, but it ain't y'all.
We had Gainesville on lock, man. I'm talking about. Listen, I ain't never heard Gainesville that quiet. You know, I'm from Jacksonville, so I'm up the road. Listen, we riding. I'm riding, leaving out. I'm talking about, boy, it's quiet. It's quiet, heads down.
I was packing up my tailgate quietly.
Jersey. It was one of them. It was one of them weeks, man.
We would go down to y'all stadium to take y'all remote and change the TV, but the Dolphins just asked for it back.
Hey man, listen, it's gonna be a good one though, man. I'm sure.
All right, man. I appreciate you pulling up, my boy.
Major love, boss.
All right, man. Y'all boy be safe, man. I'm gonna see you.
Already.
Love.
D. Mike Pickney, Jacksonville Reigns, 904, Miami Hurricanes, very own. My guy, solid cat.
Nah, he is, man. It was great to see him at the Miami. Though they beat us at our tailgate for the Miami game, full of energy, man. Great tailgate vibes.
Man, I was trying to hide from that boy.
I can't believe you watched the game with him at the game. I couldn't have did it.
I thought we was about to do something, Steve. So it's like a great idea.
I had Clinton Portis in my face. I went to the watch party. He got the microphone. He walking around selling out. I was disgusted.
All right, man. Let's get into some more.
Y'all smash the retweet, man.
Smash that retweet, hit like all of that. We over 1,000 live hanging out. We appreciate everybody for pulling up with us. We're gonna be here every single Thursday. We cranking up a Sunday show. They do some recaps, some same energy Sunday type vibes. We'll get my man Tiny Hat to pull up out the. They get Roll Tide. Ain't nothing but the Tide. Man. I'm cheering for all my ops, man. All my ops opponents, I'm cheering for them this week.
Big time.
It's Roll Tide. It's Go Cuse. It's Go Notre Dame. Who Georgia play? Georgia got an easy game, but it's still go whoever Georgia play.
Who they got?
I don't know. It's somebody easy.
Yeah, I don't know the top off my head.
They got to warm up like us. All right, let's get into the rest of this.
There's so much great football coming up, man.
Bro, what a hell of a week one. Shout out to the college football world. Like the way the matchups. I know we don't like all of like the new things with the NIL and the transfer portal. Some fans don't like that. And, it's the scheduling, how it's changing. But I think the college football world is doing a good job of these week one matchups and just cross-conference matchups throughout the season.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you give us good football, man, everything else will play itself out, man. These guys show up every Saturday and show out. We'll figure all the rest of that stuff out, man. I just want to see some exciting football and some good storylines.
Let's talk tonight's game. Boise State versus USF. Boise State's the number 25 ranked team. USF, University of South Florida Bulls. We also got them in our upset watch segment as well. We can go ahead and talk about them right now. How do you feel about this matchup, man?
I think it's gonna be. I think USF can pull it out. Like you said, they might be definitely on the upset watch.
What's the spread here? Let me see.
Boise State is missing Genty. That's a lot of production to try to.
That's facts.
you can't replace that type of production. Obviously we know where he went in the draft, so missing a guy like that coming, they playing in Tampa, right?
Yeah, they gotta come to the Sunshine State.
Yeah,
brother.
So playing on the road. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. I imagine it might be rainy. It's been raining almost every day here. So and that's one of the games where you would like to run the ball as much as you can when it's raining like that. I just don't think you can replace that production with Gentry. And I think USF can definitely pull off the upset. I think they're looking to pull it off too.
Yeah, they got this one on their radar, man. This is right up Golish and them boys' alley is trying to beat a team like this, get a marquee win. Out the gate will be fired. Boise State's a 6.5 point favorite. So they're about a touchdown favorite on the road. But this is the makings of an upset. We'll see what Boise State looks like post Genty. It's a lot, like you said, they lost a lot of productivity, and they ran everything through him. They're not the strongest at the quarterback position. They're in that same weak conference as UNLV, so they could very well win a conference like that. Now, if they beat USF, they may be a team that could possibly run the schedule, and run the table on their little weak schedule and be a top 12 team at the end of the season. But this is a solid week one test for them versus a team that has nothing to lose.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing to lose. I look for USF to pull it off though.
We're gonna see. Tune in, bro.
And this Thursday is the first,
Yeah.
You got the first slate. They're gonna come out there fired up. Everybody excited. They know what's going on.
It started at 5:30, so like I'm cutting it close. Like I'm picking
traffic.
My son's like he's in a boot right now, so he ain't practicing football. So, I ain't happy my son in the boot, but I could get home just in time to watch this game at 5:30.
Yeah.
So that's an early kickoff.
It is.
So you might want to grab your devices now, get your food aligned, all of that.
Yeah, I wonder what the attendance going to be like. They should have just made it a holiday for everybody at USF. Like, man, we ain't going to school. They no school. Traffic around Raymond James.
It's an off-campus stadium too.
Yeah,
that's always tough. Like the student body to get to it.
To
Friday at 5. They may fill up by like halftime, but I don't think it's gonna be packed out the gate.
First game though, man, they got to have the juice in the building, man. It's your first home game. You had to have made some preparation for the student body and got them to that game. You wanted to be as loud as possible. Yeah, man. So we're gonna see. I'm excited for it though.
We shall see, man. Give me your you don't do a score, you just give me USF wins. We just do wins and losses.
Yeah, score for that one kind of tough. Just lack of offense production. Yeah. It's a whole new identity for Boise. I don't know what they're gonna be.
I had DeMarcus Van Dyke on a little solo interview I did with him a few weeks ago, and he was
a lot of returning players.
No, they have like 40
transfers. Yeah,
transfers.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, you're right.
Which is a crazy number. So week one, why I like their roster for what it is. It's just tricky to chemistry wise, continuity wise. You don't know what's about to roll out. You just been practicing yourself since spring. So if you look good versus yourself, that means absolutely anything.
It doesn't. And that may be the one advantage for Boise State, them just being together, playing together. I believe with the transfers USF they got a lot of talent in. But like you said, those guys have to gel. So it'll be a good experience for them to just see what they can possibly be this year. But I know that they are coming in this thing to win. I've talked to a lot of Bulls here in Tampa. They're excited about the game. The players are excited about the game. So I think it's a good kickoff.
All right, man.
But I'm going with I'm sorry. Did I get my score?
No, go ahead. No, I ain't doing the score. I'm just gonna do win USF. I got USF.
Yeah,
the upset.
I got USF too. Upset.
Okay. All right, let's move to the battle of the Death Valley. LSU, Clemson, Tiger beef. I think this is the best matchup of the weekend. I think this is the one. Two experienced quarterback like Texas, Ohio State game. You got two guys with high ceilings and high expectations, but they're both guys that really haven't done it. Now you got two senior or upper class type guys with Cade Klubnik and Nussmeier. Both of those guys are in the Heisman talk. They got so much talent around them. Clemson is returning a lot of production. You got a proven. Oh, I'm about to pause this.
Hey, go ahead, yeah.
I'm about to pause
this, guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, Malik Z. We're gonna come back to the Clemson and LSU talk. Pause the battle of Death Valley. Yeah, we gotta come back to that, man. We gotta come back. We gotta come back to it. Malik, what's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? I appreciate you guys. Sorry for getting on a little late. Start on the West Coast, but it's the best coast, especially about this football.
We started late too, bro. So it's been that type of day, man. It's all love. We just had Mike Pickney on, former Hurricane linebacker, and he broke down how he thought the Miami's gonna win this game. You've been getting Twitter. You've been on the Twitter streets. You've been riling them Canes up, bro. Like,
it's the most attention they've getting in the last couple of years. So one of those things. Plus, first of all, it's UF all day too. So
let's go.
Right.
DJ Lagway is gonna run Florida this year. It's and then Carson Beck is not Cam Ward. It's like disrespectful that they even talk about Carson Beck like this.
Look,
They
hey,
just had the greatest quarterback of all time. It will never be done in the next 10 years. And Cam Ward, they giving him Carson Beck all the Cam Ward adulation. So it ain't the same. They not ready.
Let's talk about it. Let's hang out, man. I like Marcus Freeman, first of all. My favorite coach that's not my coach is Marcus Freeman. It's one of them dudes, man. After that's probably Fran Brown, but I love the
Fran
brother,
Brown,
man.
Syracuse, that's another one. It's only the two right there.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about this overall matchup? Jeremiah Love, you got young CJ Carr at quarterback. He's on the road. It's a lot of intangibles in this game that, we're going to figure out on Sunday.
Well, one of the few things that Notre Dame is different than other places in college football, especially right now, is that we're at the program level where we're ready to be that dynasty, that repeat contender each and every year, built at year 3, 4 of a Marcus Freeman program. A lot of what Mario Cristobal and Miami's doing is good, but they're still at the infancy stages. We were where Miami was 2 years ago, where we were just building that core, but having to add the transfer pieces to make it a full production. Mario Cristobal is trying to get his feet still wet in Miami because he's good for going to all type of places. So Miami's trying to hold that core together. So I do think that they have a good process. Big fan of Justin Scott, but Justin Scott is still an unknown, right? Justin Scott is still trying to start for the first time, going against somebody that, I think for a first game, it's going to be really challenging for a Miami program that's building. I mean, Cristobal's telling you for himself that we got all the pieces that we're ready to play with. Miami's just trying to get on the same accord right now, which is fine. But that's where the differences is. I mean, you losing a draft. You're losing the receiver chemistry and all the offensive things that you guys were able to do you got to give Cam Ward a lot of credit because what he was able to do for y'all last year, y'all make it seem like y'all can repeat that success. It's just not. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're dealing with a quarterback that's a transfer, coming off of an injury, coming off of half the preparation time because of that injury, and you're going to roll out the first game against against a team that's had a top 5 defense the last 2-3 years. It's not like we just became worse. Like, what are we talking about? We still have a great secondary. We still have a great D-line. Our D-line we had 22 D-linemen this offseason. I mean, come on, we'll have production. And then you add, yes, we have a young quarterback, but the difference between a young quarterback like our guy and a guy that's a first-year starter like at Miami with Carson Beck is that our guy has been in the program. It's not like we got a higher gun like we did with Robbie Leonard or Sam Hartman, where it's a one-and-done 1 year. We don't know what you can do, but you can add to us. CJ Carr and our other option with Kenny Minchie have been there. So unless we're very negligent on our side as a coaching staff, we know what we got with those two guys. On top of the fact that they've been with these receivers, they've been with these guys, the O-line, and all the intangibles that you need when you're growing within a team. For me, I'm not as worried about his first start because, one, we don't need him to play like Carson Beck needs to play for Miami. Carson Beck has to go out there and play outside his body to be able to show up for a game like this. Because at the end of the day, we have the number one running back, probably the number one running back unit in college football, even going to our 3s and 4s who were productive for us in the playoffs. And this is against Penn State, this is against Georgia, this is against Ohio State. These are guys that are backups to who we have as our starter running back. So until we can manage that, I mean, every team knows we're going to run the football. This is not no secret. So Miami prepared for our run defense, or our run offense. No surprise. But you guys are telling me your defense is so much better than Penn State's and Georgia's defense of just last year. And that's the question you have to ask yourself. How much better can Miami get with playing no football?
Boy came in hot.
Playing no football in the offseason, but y'all so much better than the defense y'all was giving up all them yards to just last game. Like, come on, you can't convince me of that. That it
got a point
with no football.
Hey, Malik, do you think it's possible for them to load the box and stop the run? Like, if that's their game plan, do you think it's possible for them to put the ball in CJ's hand and make him win the game?
No, because that means that you guys will have to eliminate what we're even running. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to load the box to take something away. We played 14, 16, 17 games last year where teams did the exact same thing. Our quarterback last year had 180 carries by himself. So you telling me the other teams wasn't stacking the box? Of course they was. We was on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5 and below, and we're like, you know what? We're just gonna run with our quarterback. Y'all can't do nothing about it. That's what the other team knowing. So this isn't some nuance where they're just coming up with something we've never seen before against a team that's automatically going to run. The benefits of having CJ is that hopefully to God we can have a quarterback in the college football era of 2025 to throw for over 3,000 yards. Now, what team do you know in college football is competitive that doesn't have a quarterback throwing for over 3,000? We're the only team in college football that you can say that about. The only team. So for him to do the bare minimum of what a college football quarterback is asked of, to get over 3,000 yards, I mean, that's the easiest thing in college football to do for a first-year starter with a run game, with the offensive line, and you're bringing in all type of receivers. We got Jordan Greathouse. He's a potential receiver number 1. Malachi Fields was a top receiver in the ACC last year, the conference that you guys were in. Also, we got the guy from Wisconsin, Will Pauling, who has some injuries, but for a guy to come from a transfer and to be a starter on a team that played national championship last year, that's got to mean something. So he's got everything you can ask for on top of having Mike Denbrock as an offensive coordinator, who you already know the story. 2 first-round receivers, a high quarterback down in LSU. That's where are you lacking where you're worried about a guy for a first-time starter? 4 of the old linemen that we had that played in the championship last year are all back. That's different than having 4 good old linemen that's never played together yet. So there's just differences. When we talk a 1A, 1B roster, Marcus Freeman in Notre Dame is one of the few places in the country when you talk about depth where 4 of our D linemen that went to the playoffs, that beat Georgia, that beat Penn State, that played against Ohio State, that beat Indiana in the playoffs are all backups. So that's a true 1A, 1B where your number 1s that were injured last year are coming back to start. The 2s that played the entire playoff run are still your 2s. So
I had y'all winning by 3, man. I might put a 0 behind it.
Give me 30. That's just depth. You're going from we had a first-round potential corner who was hurt the whole year. His backup became the first number 1 man corner in all of the country. That was the backup to the first-round guy. He's coming back. The other side of him, you have a potential top 5 corner in the country, battle-tested. But tell me this. He's been everywhere you can go. What's a bigger matchup than Jeremiah Smith in the national championship 1-on-1 on 4th and 5 for all the marbles? No Miami receiver has a bigger challenge than that. So you can't tell me Christian Gracious is going to be the target. He went against Jeremiah Smith, man press, 4th and 5,
put in that
all
work.
the money. He got work, but who's testing him more than that?
Yeah, I love your secondary. I'm a big fan of your secondary.
I'm a big fan of Miami's young receivers, but they're young.
Yeah.
I love JoJo Trader. That's his name, right? Number 0. I love him.
Yeah, no, he's nice.
But his first game is going to be a challenge. You're going against 2 of the best man corners in the country, and we're playing man. We're not doing nothing crazy where you're giving Carson Beck all these crazy. No, Carson Beck, we're going to pressure you, make you play who you are. You're going to throw us some picks because you got to play Super Bowl. I mean, that's what you got to do, and that's fine. But that's where the game's going to come into, because you're going to tell me that as much as I like Mark Fletcher, you're going to tell me that they're just going to run up and down the field on a team that's been a top 5 defense the last 2 years and has gotten better in the defensive line, having healthy guys come back and adding transfers? We just drop it off? I don't see where we drop off from a top 5 defense in the first game. So if you're telling me Miami's going to come in here and upset this, if Miami can come in here and upset this, you're telling me Miami's is bound to be in the championship conversation by the end of the season. If they're rolling out the first game like this. If they're rolling out the first game, beating us, then you can put a bookmark for the playoffs, book a mark for a potential championship. But nobody thinks that.
They think that. Like, I'm being real. They think they're this is the best team that Mario's had. They think this team is better than Mario's teams last year. I don't believe that. I mean, I think Cam Ward is just a phenomenal, special type player. His leadership intangibles transcends past just the offense. It goes to the defense.
That's what I'm saying.
The confidence of the coaching staff, Dawson, like everything changes. For sure.
Underappreciated. You're gonna see because they're giving all this Carson Beck. What he's finna do. It's not comparable to how Cam made it look that easy because Cam's really a special talent. So I just don't want y'all to be so hard on Beck because he's not what Cam did. Because I mean, like, come on, we gotta give respect to that.
It's coming. It's coming.
So it's unfortunate that Carson Beck got to get exposed so early against a team that's not even worried about them. We think about down the road. You know, we on that Clemson back-to-back vibe where we have to beat 12 teams to go back and do over that Ohio State game. That's what we think about. So this Miami game, come on.
I like CJ Carr. He was a 5-star coming out of high school. Lloyd Carr's grandson. Am I right?
Yeah, that's how they build the story, you know.
However they want to tell the story. Like, none of that's bad. This is a sports center. This is top 25 show. What's his ceiling like for his career and also this season? Like, if you guys were to get in a shootout at some point this season, is he a guy that can, deliver?
We hope so. I mean, obviously he's got the confidence. He's got all the things that you read about that you get excited for a leader and, all that stuff they give you. He's super intelligent, all that stuff. So, yeah, he's got the potential. My biggest thing for CJ is that, one, his career for me is going to be marked by what is he going to do in the big moments because he's a quarterback that's good enough with guys that are good enough around him where he's going to be good. He's going to be all right. He's going to have all the numbers and do all the things that he's expected because we'll most likely be advantageously looking to win over these teams that we're playing. So I'm not going to act like he's just the next coming of Jesus. However, his career is going to be judged on moments. How are you going to play against Georgia? How are you going to play against Ohio State? How are you going to play against these top 2 or 3 teams that you're going to come across in your career? Because those moments are the ones that we're going to remember. Are we going to remember you blowing out Purdue and Miami and Texas in the first couple games?
It's like it's gonna get you. That's crazy.
It's gonna get you on track. It's gonna get you on track to people having you in that conversation. Oh, you're so good, X, Y, Z. So he's in a position where he's gonna get all the things that he's looking for from an adulation standpoint. But when you cutting corners and you really getting down to the nitty gritty, is he better than DJ Lagway or a Nico Immobilito or Julian Sand? All right, well, did you beat Ohio State? Did you beat the Clemson? Did you beat these teams? And how did you play? Because he's good enough to look good and play good around the good talent around him. I mean, you got Jeremiah Love. You got 2 potential top 10 receivers. The tight ends you got 6'7" tight end. And I mean, come on. Offensive line is going to give you time. It's not like you're going to be running for your life like Carson Beck and Cam Ward was last year. Running for your life and still being productive. You get a chance to have a run game, have time in the pocket, have great receivers that can make plays. And then if you don't play well, you can turn around and hand the ball off to 3-4 different guys. I mean, Jadarian Price is a top 10 back, and we have 2 of them in our running back room. So it's too many things that we have going for us that I think Miami, after a while, it just will overwhelm them. I mean, they just don't have enough depth. They're not big enough. And they haven't played together. At least we can say we played together. We've missing what? First round safety. That's missed, but I mean he was a big impact. But we got
everybody
first round guys. A first round corner that left that didn't play. 2 D linemen that got hurt before the playoffs. Everybody coming back from injury, and we got a new quarterback. Other than that.
Yeah, man. It's an SEC team. It's an SEC outfit, bro. That Marcus Freeman got out there. Like when you can lose quality players like that and you replace them with more quality players, and like there was no drop off in the playoffs. Y'all played at a very high level the entire time, no matter who you guys played or who was injured. You guys came out prepared. Like from a coaching standpoint, that's the next thing I want to talk to you about. The coaching battle between Mario Cristobal and Marcus Freeman. Who you give the edge to? I already know who you give the edge to, but how you feel about that matchup, like coaching wise?
Mario Cristobal 12-12 in the ACC. So what are we talking about? Notre Dame, since Marcus Freeman has been there, Notre Dame is 31-3 versus the ACC. So we don't need to talk coaches too much because we know who has the edge on that. However, I am excited for Mario Cristobal to build something like Mario Diaz is in Duke. Like if they just get a chance to stay there 3-4 years, they might be a playoff contender. Like, you got chances because the area of recruiting is so good. Obviously, people love playing for Mario Cristobal. It's just Marcus Freeman just got that juice. I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't like. I think Cristobal's a great college football coach, especially for the players loving to play for him. He's one of those few, him, Dan Lanning, Marcus Freeman's in there, where they just like, I love playing for this coach. So that's the benefit of why I think they can build a program if they stay there long enough. But Marcus Freeman has too many resources. He's too much of that it factor. I mean, he made Notre Dame cool. So
for sure, I used to hate Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's something that couldn't have been done. We were winning a bunch of games and been to the championship, and it still wasn't cool enough to pull off 5-star recruits and the attention that we're doing. Like, Marcus Freeman is what Dion would be at his final form. They just don't give Marcus Freeman the attention. Yeah, they just don't give Marcus Freeman the celebrities and stuff.
Marcus Freeman is Himothy.
It's Himothy. He's just, and it's like he's in the right place, the right time. This is for a guy that's his first head coaching job. He didn't start over there. No, Sam Houston State. No, he went with Notre Dame first. And you turn that thing out like that in 3 years and get
they didn't blink. That was a thing. Like, Notre Dame didn't blink at a brother. Like,
in-house hire.
In-house. Like, we just gonna keep it.
They didn't let it easy on him because he was the first head coach to get hired at the same time of an offensive head coach getting hired. I don't even know that. I've never heard of that, but that's the stuff you got to deal with in the beginning that he fought through. I mean, that's like Mario Cristobal getting hired, and at the same conference when he's getting hired, they bring on the defensive coordinator. They say he's the defensive head coach, and Cristobal's the offensive head coach. You like what? Like, what type of?
Look, man. He came on. You came on to give Miami the business. It doesn't seem like there's no way that first of all, Corey, I want to take my pick back. I want to take my pick back after getting further knowledge about this Notre Dame program. I definitely want to rescind my pick. And I'm going with Notre Dame by 35.
It's gonna get ugly late. It's gonna get ugly late.
Okay. What's your score, bro? Give me your score.
Yes, that's I want to know.
I'm 34-17, and that's Miami's gonna come out strong. They might get an early touchdown. CJ might fumble early. It's gonna rain and all that, but I'm telling you, that offensive line, that defensive line wearing on you after 4 quarters.
So it's not
all
close.
That stuff. Come on, man. You know how
he said it's not close.
No. Because you telling me that Carson Beck has to go out there and literally give you a performance of his life. Something he's never done.
I think they can lean on their running game, though. You don't think they can lean? They can't run the ball
offensive line.
I like their offensive line. I like their running back room.
To score how many points? They can run all day, but how many points you gonna get out of that?
Yeah, you gotta hit pay dirt.
If you're saying the run game can give you 21, and then Carson Beck has a game that's like give you 2 more touchdowns and like 300 more yards, then y'all shit. Y'all something serious now. And then the defense has never came together yet under.
Hey, don't say y'all. We're not Miami fans. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Playing all together for the first time. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop a team and score. Come on, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm with you when you're right, man. I appreciate you for pulling up, Malik, man. Tell the people where they can find you, my guy.
Always overtime Malik 8 on Instagram, Malik Zaire 8 on Twitter. It's a UF and ND thing all season.
Yes,
UF has stepped it up.
I gotta bring you on Stadium again and talk some DJ Lagway talk. I'm gonna get with
you.
You juiced up.
Let's go.
He's the leader of the new school. You know, all the young hot quarterbacks. I think that's who's gonna win it. All this year, you got your Arch, Manning, you got your DJ, you got your Marcel Reed over at Texas A&M. You got a bunch of young superstars, Julian Sand at Ohio State. So that class of young quarterbacks, that's what you got to be in if you want to get to the championship. We got our CJ Carr, we threw him in there. So we right in the mix. So I think it's going to be special.
Yeah, these fifth-year seniors that's transferring and leaving SEC programs to go to Miami, that's a flag. I think that is any quarterback that leave Georgia to go anywhere else, if you starting, that is a flag.
We call him Carson wants to check back. That's why he got his Lambo took down there. My thing is, how you gonna be the man like Cam Ward was? Cam Ward didn't get his girlfriend taken and his cars taken to
Oh
prison.
man,
We just gonna throw it out there. We just gonna, so Miami don't really love Carson Beck like that. I'm just saying, Miami don't love Carson Beck like that. I ain't never heard that from Cam Ward.
Oh man, now you came in with the juice. You came in with the juice, but
I sure wish Pinckney was here, boy. Look.
What? I was trying to get y'all on at the same time, but we'd have fireworks over here for sure. For sure. Hey man, I appreciate you pulling up, man. Enjoy college football this weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fireworks, my guy.
Yes, sir. Much love. Good to see you.
Already. Man, Malik Zaire. Yeah. I gotta get my guy on stage, Miguel.
Look, brother man was on fire, bro. He came in.
He came in.
Not playing about Notre Dame. Gosh.
He came in. He jumped across the like how Sting into the ring.
What? he dropped a lot of nuggets now. But it's still yet to be seen what the quarterback is going. He know a little more than me about the quarterback. But he does have a surrounding cast. I just think on the road, young guy, it's tough. It's tough.
As long as he don't try to do too much, he ain't got to go play hero ball.
He got surrounded people. So
he got some guys around him. I think the defense, as a quarterback, and you're a young quarterback, if your defense is playing on fire, like it just instills confidence.
Yeah, complimentary football.
Yeah, it's gonna start on that side of the ball. So if they defense come out and it's gonna take pressure off his shoulder. But if the defense come out struggling, that's bad for a young quarterback. And now he feel like he gotta play a little hero ball.
Yeah.
If that defense come out with his hair on fire like it normally is with Marcus Freeman. Yeah. Like, look out. That kid's going to be confident. He's handing the ball off to, if that running game and the defense is going off, he's just going to hit some throws that, like, he's going to play over his ceiling a little bit, in my opinion.
That's the one thing I could probably hang my hat on is Marcus Freeman, just the type of coach he is.
Preparation.
The fact that he's putting that guy out there, he has to be prepared or has a game plan enough for him to be successful. I don't think he'll just put him out there if he wasn't ready.
I thought their quarterback play was what kept them from being a national champion last year. I thought Riley Leonard was okay, but he just couldn't be dynamic with with passing the ball. So if Carr could catch fire, I don't think he got to go do anything amazing at quarterback for Notre Dame to be successful because they didn't have amazing quarterback play last year. But if he comes out and he's anything special, then Notre Dame could be one of them teams this year. They're going to be a force.
No, for sure.
Let's get back to this LSU. Hey, y'all smash retweet. We had almost 1,400 live kicking it with us, man. We here each and every Thursday. If you're on Twitter, smash retweet. We're gonna chop this. I gotta go chop up all that Zaire stuff. I'm putting that all over.
He went in.
I gotta rile Miami fans.
It's top 25, man. Y'all hit the retweet, man.
For sure. Commenting. My man Chisholm is hanging out with us in the comments. Play by play. I appreciate that, my dude.
So this is what we're doing. LSU matchup.
LSU.
Yeah, LSU.
Death Valley Bowl.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a nice one, man. This is one of the top matchups that I'm looking forward to seeing. Selfish reasons. Want to see what Pyburn gonna do, of course, on the defensive side of the ball. But Nussmeier, man. I don't know. I want to see how he plays, man. I want to see how he plays because he has the ability sometimes to get erratic and go off course towards the end of games. You got Clemson, who's returning a boatload of players. They were one of the few teams that did not attack the portal when it first came out, and I believe that's going to pay off for them this year. Just having so many guys returning, that continuity between the teammates, the camaraderie, all that great stuff. I think Clemson goes out there and get it done, man. I just think they're the better team, better chemistry. They're focused this year. They're on a mission, and I think they make their way back.
Yeah, Brian Kelly is 0-3 in game ones in these big matchups.
Yeah,
right, at LSU. I think he goes to 0-4. I like LSU team on paper. But I don't think Brian Kelly is up for the big moments. And I don't think Nussmeier is up for the big moments as well. I love Klubnik. I love TJ Moore. I also think, hear me out. I think Brian Kelly, and I said this on the last show, I think Brian Kelly loses this game. It creates more pressure for the rest of this season. I think it puts him on a hot seat just because of what they've invested in with this team. Watching Notre Dame's success since he's left, like he hasn't really delivered for what LSU's expectations was when they brought him in,
Right.
right? So I think more of the pressure this game is on LSU considering their schedule. Clemson has a very favorable schedule playing in the All Cheeks Conference over in ACC. They can afford to lose this game, win out, and still make the playoffs. So just from the pressure standpoint, LSU roster just being so new. They haven't had a running game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like since Brian Kelly has been at LSU, they've struggled to put a running game together. I don't expect that to change game one in a matchup like this. So they may get one dimensional. I just think all the cards are on, Dabo's side in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, head to head as coaches, I believe Dabo's the better coach. Given his history, national champions, all that stuff. I just think Clemson, just the depth, man, their depth and not having attacked the portal like that, I think it's really their time to shine. Those guys are brought into that program, and it's big in the era where you got guys transferring left and right, to try to have them playing together. So I think Clemson wants to be that, like, I don't want to say dark horse team, but that team that says, "Hey, we didn't do it like y'all did. We earned ours. We didn't go buy a championship. We didn't go try to buy a run, like Miami and some of these other teams early in the portal." So I think they're looking for this to really pay off for them. I think they go in and try to, I don't want to say embarrass LSU, because on paper LSU has talent. They've been recruiting well. But I don't think Kelly pulls it off. I just don't. Nussmeier, he just melts down towards the end of games for me. And I think
my man Chisholm said in the comments, Clemson is returning 80% of their production.
80% for sure.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's the most out of any team in college football.
Facts. That's facts. They're also Clemson's a 3.5 point favorite. Are they playing in at Clemson?
I believe
I don't have that in front of me.
I think the game's at Clemson.
Yeah, I just got Clemson winning this, man. Like a night game in either one of those stadiums,
Yeah,
either Death Valley, it's gonna be a hostile environment. But Brian Kelly just fold like a cheap lawn chair in moments like this, and that's why I'm glad even like my Gators is catching LSU early, because that's when you want to catch him. Usually he started to get his act together towards the end of the season, and you have somebody like Jaden Daniels going absolutely crazy on you once they kind of find their footing. But I think early on is just not the recipe for Brian Kelly. I think he continues to struggle, and they just, he goes 0-4 as, game ones at LSU.
Yeah, it's definitely at Clemson. They play at Clemson. 7:25. Yeah.
Nice. I think those are the big matchups. We knocked out all the big matchups. All our guests out of the way. Malik Zaire won guest of the week for sure.
LSU, yeah, LSU on the road is always tough, especially at night. So I like the fact that they playing at Clemson.
Yeah,
and they could both call themselves Death Valley. So
and the Tigers. There's a lot of battles there. I want LSU too to catch as many blows as they can before they face us. I need the morale to be down. I need them to have a lot of controversy with the media. I need the pressure to be on, so we can just go ahead and finish his weak ass off.
So you got Clemson for the dub?
Yeah, I got Clemson.
Plus or minus? What's the spread again? 3 points you said?
It was 4.5.
4.5.
Mm-hmm.
You think they cover?
No, 3.5. I'm sorry, 3.5. Yeah, I think Clemson covers. I think they win by a touchdown or more.
By 10.
It's gonna be a good game
10.
though.
Yeah.
This should be the most polished game, I would say, out of everybody, just from a veteran quarterback perspective, veteran coaches, the type of, LSU having the number 1 Porter class, Clemson returning 80% of their players. This should be the most polished week 1 game, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. Definitely the best clash, best matchup.
For sure. Let's get into our upset watch, man. This is what I got on upset watch. candidates, and we're gonna decide on who we think could possibly take this L. And every week we're gonna do this. Is
Who you got?
the only way you could get in is if you're a team in the top 25 facing a opponent ranked below you or unranked. Got Tennessee and Syracuse on the list. Of course, we have already talked Boise and USF, Virginia Tech and South Carolina, and I had to add FSU and Bama.
Man, Tennessee and Syracuse.
That's who you got.
You said who out of all of those who gonna win? Like who would I say get knocked out?
They're in Knoxville for the Syracuse game.
I think they had Syracuse. Is it?
Are they in the dome? Let me look it up real quick. Hey, chat, let us know what the game at real quick. I don't have time to really be.
I like friend. Oh man, I'm gonna go. It definitely won't be no Florida State, Alabama.
You ain't getting Florida State no shot.
Negative, man. Hell no.
Not at all. No shot at the upset, man.
Negative. No yeah, they don't even know how they made the list. I know they missing a tackle or somebody went down or something. That's not enough.
Yeah. The defensive tackle went out. They got a couple players.
They got a couple more elephants to put out there.
They replace a 5-star with a 5-star. Bro. Plug and play. The Florida State game, I just think they have better talent, the better coaches. It's just only thing Florida State have in their favor is they're playing in Tallahassee, and that ain't even that tough of a thing.
No, and they do got the new burgundy background on their field.
Yeah, a little
in the end zone. Yeah, I think the last time I seen the Tebow had it all over him, and he had the iconic picture. I think that's why they got rid of it. Yeah.
But it was too crunk in the rain. They had to get rid of that.
If I got to go with one of these upsets, I'm gonna go Fran Brown, man. Give me Fran, man.
On the lowest of keys, right? I like that. I like that Syracuse one, but on the lowest of keys, I think this Virginia Tech South Carolina game is gonna be a barn burner, bro. I like both quarterbacks. South Carolina comes in as a favorite, but bro, it's just that game one.
You gonna do
either way.
You doing Sellers like that?
I like Sellers, but I also like Drones, the quarterback that's at
Virginia
Tech. He didn't finish the year as strong as I thought, but watching him versus Miami last year.
Where's this at the game cost though, right? If they at home, I got to stick with the cost.
It's at South Carolina.
Yeah, I got to go.
Actually, it's neutral site. I take that back. It's in Atlanta. Neutral site game, 3:00 p.m. Sunday.
That means a little more heavier for VTech than me.
I don't know, man.
I'm going with the upset though. I want Syracuse to go ahead and pull it off. I ain't gonna lie.
I want Syracuse to pull it off. That's what I want more than anyone to pull off an upset. I hate Tennessee.
Too much defense.
Ain't enough Dennis in that whole state. Teeth are bad out there. I'm gonna go with Kyron Drones, man. I like Virginia Tech to pull off an upset versus South Carolina.
Man, what's the spread on that one?
The spread is, let me see, 7.5. Actually,
7.5. Okay.
South Carolina's the number 13 ranked team in the AP poll. The over under is 50 points.
Man.
So they got points being put up, bro. Like it's gonna be, I think, a good game. Two dual threat quarterbacks that's dynamic outside the pocket.
I hate going against threat quarterbacks. We got to see what the defense could do. If Tech defense hold up, they can pull it off for sure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of question marks with who's around Sellers. So I know it's Sellers bringing to the table, but I want to see who's around him. Yeah, Squid Chisholm holding down the comment section. Like my guy, like fan of the week. We're gonna start giving out award. We got Malik Zaire for the guest of the week. Fan of the week is my man Chisholm. Hey, welcome back to social media. I know a lot of y'all been hanging out and chilling, during the off season. But welcome back to college football.
Might have something for you at the end of the season. Fan of the week.
Yeah. We'll do a little drawing or something like that at the end. Appreciate everybody that's engaging with us for sure. What else we got on here? That's it. I think one of the matchups, we finna wrap this thing up, man. One of the matchups I do like outside of that Virginia Tech game that I'm watching, keeping my eye on, didn't really prep for it show-wise, but Colorado, Georgia Tech is going to be a good game as well. I
Yeah.
like Haynes Luther King, the quarterback out there. I want to see what Colorado looks like without Shador, without Travis. Yeah, it should be. And that game I think is in Atlanta as well. Then they come into Georgia Tech, if I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
mistaken.
that's definitely one to watch though. Like you said, what is it like without Shador? I heard a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've heard about their new quarterback. I heard people are liking them. And they got a nice running back. I saw some highlights of him, a nice little speedy guy, like a nice home run hitter. But I do want to see what Prime is able to do with basically a brand new team of leadership roles. I want to see what Seaton's next year is like without Shador. Um, I'm looking forward to him having a big year, but I just want to see what he does without that type of leadership out there. Especially the system with Shador running it. He was almost like another coordinator out there, calling his own plays sometimes and things of that nature. So, how do they manage the clock, Colorado, and how do they react to early blows? You know, you don't have that. You don't have Travis Hunter on the other side of the ball. You don't have Horn. You a lot of guys, a lot of production has left that team. So, want to definitely see how they bounce back and see if I say this is be a better test for Prime to make his coaching legacy. You know what I mean?
He's got a formidable opponent in Brent Key. Brent Key is another guy that I like in this new coaching regime, wave of new guys.
Mm-hmm.
Brent Key impressed me last year. The run game, his offensive line play, they're a solid outfit. Georgia Tech used to be a wing T program, and he got them looking totally different post, the Jeff Collins era. I thought they would do a little bit better in his era. They didn't. It didn't pan out, but Brent Key's coming in and he's earning his check for sure. They're gonna be a problem in the ACC.
Yeah, what's the Slater? Yeah, transfer out of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see what he's gonna do for Colorado, man. It'd be great if you go out there and be just as great as Shador was. I mean,
we're about to find out. Do you think Arch live up to the hype? This is my last question for you. Do you think Arch lives up to the hype? I think there's a lot of pressure this first weekend. You think they lean on the run game, or do you think he comes out and puts up some numbers to impress the people and continue to, live up to the name?
I think he can if he goes out there and be himself. If he doesn't have to, if he goes out there and play a little carefree and use all his ability and not get caught up in I'm a Manning, this is how quarterback's supposed to play, blah, blah. Because I believe he has a lot of athletic ability that's sneaky. But if he doesn't utilize it, I think it'll hinder him. So I guess in short, I don't think he lives up to the hype.
Yeah, me neither. I think eventually in the season he finds his footing and he gets it going. But I think game one on the road versus one of the better defenses in college football, I think he's going to get a lot thrown at him, a lot of different looks. I think he's going to deal with things that he's just not ready for. I don't think he's going to have a bad game, but I don't think this is a game in a matchup where he lives up to the hype.
No.
But he'll build it up. He'll get to it. This just isn't the matchup for him.
That's why I say, because I don't think they're gonna have the leash off of him. It's the first game. You don't want to go out there getting hurt. He's your future, so a lot of the stuff that he can do to get them off balance with his feet and getting out of the pocket, I think they're gonna handcuff him on that for this first game, and so I just don't think he lives up to the hype because of that. But as the season rolling and they're trying to win games, you're going to need to utilize everything that he has to offer, all his athletic ability. And I think he'll be able to open up then, but I don't think it works.
Yeah. Hey, we up out of here, man. We over 1,500 live, bro. That's love. That's love.
Almost 2 hours in, baby.
Almost
Top 25, man. Y'all hit the retweet. Go like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We're going to drop that link in there for you, man. Flow Factory, bro. I appreciate you, Corey, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's all love, bro. We're gonna do this thing. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna hit y'all with a recap show. Possibly, I don't know, like maybe Sunday night after the last game, we could fire up a quick little hour, after Miami catch hands from the lucky Irish people.
I'm available, bro. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Enjoy the games tonight. Be safe this weekend. Buckle up. all of that, man. If you're a Gator fan, we gotta, cover this 45 points.
Go Bulls for the night.
Yeah, go Bulls for the night, man. We're gonna hold down USF, man. Them Tampa folks, man. We out of here.
Yes, sir.